Yo, yo, yo. Welcome to the NS9 postgame show powered by Primanti Brothers. This is the North Shore 9 podcast presented by FanDuel. And I'm your host, Anthony DiNardo. And just like old times, our co-host with me tonight, we have Ryan Alexander. What's up, Ryan?
What is up? 10 years ago today, we hit record for the first time. I got my Guinness. Tonight's game kind of sucked. But hey, the OGs are here. We're going to break it down. Try to have some fun, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, for those that don't know, like today is our 10-year anniversary, actually. 10 years ago today, we did our very first podcast. And who would have thought 10 years later, still not a winning season?
Well, we had one winning season in there, just no playoffs.
But you know what? You're right. We did. No playoffs.
It's easy to forget about that year because it was what, 3 games over 500 or whatever. It wasn't much.
Something like that. Yeah. What, right. 18?
Yep.
Yeah.
So tough one, but hey, we're here. I don't know.
We are here. And I got, again, it's just leftover Miller Lite.
There we go. I mean, look, they lose tonight in Atlanta. The Braves are, it's going to be a good test. They got the Braves and Dodgers next to, and it's going to be a tough test for them. And they had a chance tonight. They had a 3-1 lead at one point. They did all their damage in 1 inning, and it wasn't enough. But yeah, just a tough one tonight. It was a boring game for most of it.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, this is, like you mentioned, it's a tough road test for them. But, I mean, if you are going to be one of the better teams in baseball, these are teams you're going to be facing. You know, like, this isn't like, oh, well, it's the Braves, it's the Dodgers. Like, there's a different mentality now. This is a team that has aspirations and has been playing good ball outside of, like, the bullpen, obviously. So, you know, like, this shouldn't be something where it's like, well, you know, as the Braves, there's the Dodgers. I mean, they should go in and try to win some ball games. Now, the Braves are a team who has the second highest WRC plus in baseball, right? So essentially, like, the second best offense and the second best ERA in baseball. I mean, you're facing a tough team at home. Now, the pitcher, like you would assume, maybe not the greatest, but Martin Perez has been having a really good year for them so far. So, like, it kind of is what it is. But like you mentioned, they did come and get him in the 3rd inning. Like, there's a 3-1 ball game. And that's one thing this team has done is they've shown that they can put up runs at any moment. And they came out, they scored 3 runs, and then they just laid down the entire rest of the game.
Well, that's the thing. Like Perez, yeah, they got to him in the 3rd inning, but he had like 4 other 1, 2, 3 innings. Like, and like, again, yeah, anybody that like puts a Braves uniform on seems to be able to pitch pretty well. Martin Perez, we know him. He's been around. He's a journeyman. He's a pretty good pitcher at this point. It was, but it's Martin Perez. Like, he's a journeyman at this point, but he's having a good year. You would have liked to see them put up a little more fight against him. And, but yeah, I mean, this offense, they worked those Astros starters all series. Burrows, Tang, they worked those guys, Arrighetti.
Yeah.
Like, they got to all of them. And tonight, like I said, they got to Perez in that 3rd inning, but we were only able to get 3 off them. Didn't really get the big hit. Their home run streak of 11 games ends tonight. And right. It just they just didn't get enough off of him. And Keller, on the flip side, was kind of the Keller we've seen from the last couple starts that he's had, and wasn't enough.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's like the unfortunate part as well. Shout out to Michael B. Man, you've been killing it with the supers. $5 super for Michael B. But he does say the Pirates have a real problem now with Mitch Keller. 26 earned runs in the last 5 outings. Killed us tonight. Put him on the IL for 10 days. And it hasn't been pretty recently for Mitch Keller. I mean, this is something that most Pirates fans have been accustomed to, second half Mitch Keller. Maybe it's coming a little bit early. Maybe it's just a blip right now. But I'll say this too. Like, it's also just something with Truist Park. Like, he is bad in Atlanta. He's very bad. I just had it here. A 10.98 ERA, I believe.
Coming into
Truist Park. Yeah. So it's been a bad stretch for him recently. And he is just not good in Atlanta, point blank as well.
Yeah. I don't like you said, he goes into stretches like this. Usually it's in the second half. You're hoping, because look, if he's like, if this is what he's going to be the rest of the year or about, he'll throw a good start in here and there. But like, him and Skeens were the 2 guys that you were saying, basically, they can eat innings. They're going to be our horses. And you're going to need them with, Jones coming back from injury. You move Majinski to the pen. He's piggybacking. Dotel's piggybacking. Ashcraft, you're going to probably limit some innings. Like Keller and Skeens were your horses. And now at this point, if Keller's only going 4 and 5 and giving up 5-6 runs a start, and like somebody said, skip a start for Skeens because he's been inefficient. Put Keller on the IL. You don't have many other options. Like you don't have any other answers. Like these are your guys. These are the ones that were supposed to kind of carry the load. So if Keller is regressing in the second half, Keller already, we got problems. Like we're not going to have to just go into the deadline and look for some relief arms. We may need to get a starter or something because you just can't have all these guys skipping starts and going on the IL. And it's brutal right now. Now it's Mitch Keller. Like I said, I expect him to bounce back with some good starts, but again, it's a tough Braves lineup. He isn't good in Atlanta and he hasn't been good for the past month.
Yeah. And like you talk about Mitch Keller and Paul Skeens having to go a little bit because of the rotation, but you went into this year thinking the bullpen was going to be sufficient, and that has been a problem. And I say in this sense that, Paul Skeens and Mitch Keller, you kind of rely on going deep as well, because this is an offense that can come back. Like today it was a 6-3 ball game. Honestly, Ryan, this offense is not in any situation where you count them out at 6-3. I mean, they even did start to come back a little bit in the ninth inning. And obviously no runs were scored, but again, like this offense is good enough where unless it's completely out of hand, you're down 3 runs, you could see this offense coming back. So it's not even so much that helping out the rotation arms, but it's allowing your bullpen to still win ball games. Like if Mitch Keller didn't have it, but he gave up 6 runs in 6 innings, that's a little different than 6 runs in 4.2, because you got to depend on this bullpen to give you the rest of those outs to still keep it close, which they did today. Right? They did, but like you still have to rely on this bullpen that is not effective to even give you that chance. Because it's if he goes at least 6 innings and gives you 6 runs, then okay, you know what? We need 9 more outs. Like that's sustainable. Gregory Soto is still available. Get 2 arms there if you're able to do so, and if not, call it a day. But when you're only giving 4.2 and giving up these 6 runs and such, this bullpen's again, they did it today, but like this is an anomaly, clearly.
Isn't it, as Michael, by the way, shout out another superhero, as he says, the problem that Keller always seems to have is he just can't hold leads. 3-1 lead, why can't he take it and run with that? He consistently gives up leads. Isn't it funny to that point too? Like, yeah, because if it was a 0-0 game, like this was last year or something where the offense wasn't doing anything, Keller was probably matching them, like 5-6 shutout innings. But like tonight, Keller has a rough start, only goes 4 2/3. But the bullpen comes in and shuts the door. Like Sisk, Santana, Benoit, they all came in and did their thing. Didn't allow any more runs, kept the team in it. But flip it, if the Pirates were up 9-2, this bullpen wouldn't be able to record it out. Like how many times have we seen that this year? When like the leverage is off, which you think in a big lead, it would be, the stress would be off a little bit. The bullpen struggles. But like in this game, like I said, it's 6-3, you're losing it, but you're still in it. But the bullpen did a fine job. And it's just like, it doesn't, there's no rhyme or reason. I don't know if it's a psychology thing. And I got to bring up Bill Murphy, because Bill Murphy was, brought in, they got rid of Oscar last year. They bring Murphy in, and he was touted as this big, guru, pitching guru. He's going to work with Skeens and Ashcraft and Jones and all these young guys. The bullpen's been bad, which again, we didn't have any illusions of grandeur. We didn't think the bullpen was going to be great, but they've been bad. Besides Ashcraft, who else has really been better this year? Like Keller's regressing early. Bubba's a mess. Skeens has been inefficient. Like he's been worse, in a slump or whatever you want to call it, from his last, his first 2 years. So like Bill Murphy, what are we doing here? Like, what are we doing? And I don't know what goes on. I don't want to throw it all on him, but it just seems like pitching was supposed to be our strength, especially starting pitching. And it's getting worse. And now our hitting's top 5 and our pitching's falling apart. So like, let's go, Bill.
Heads are falling off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Michael, another $2 super. He says Bill Murphy has made almost everyone worse. I'm not ready yet to go there. I mean, this is point blank. I'm not ready to go there. The bullpen has been bad, but like Gregory Soto has established, and he's having a fantastic year. Dennis Santana
but he's
has
had
been
those
strong
before.
since he's come over to Pirates. Granted, and like he was supposed to be that guy. He's fallen off a cliff. But like the rest of the guy, like even like your Matsons, we've been saying it since he's come up. I don't understand how he's good.
Yeah.
But he is good. Right. And now he's in AAA. And maybe maybe things are just kind of catching up a little bit when you go to the pitching side of it. Like, yeah, Paul Skeens hasn't been as effective as always, but when you go deep down to the numbers, it's not truly much different. This defense behind everyone is pathetic. Like, let's throw that in there as well. And there are situations tonight where the password also a reason why they scored even more runs. Like this pitching staff, not that the defense was great last year, but the defense has taken certainly a step backwards, and it's not helping there as well. And again, that's not to excuse everyone, especially the bullpen here by any means, right? But like, I don't know if I'm really yet willing to say like, okay, it's Bill Murphy. I just had to because it seems as if the pitchers do love him.
Yeah, but I mean, they love Derek Shelton from what we heard too. We need results too, though. It's like,
well, at some point in time they did.
Right. Yeah, we don't. Who knows when exactly? But you brought up Garcia 0 for 3 tonight. He had that play in the outfield that allowed another run. He hasn't been very good, DiNardo. He's hitting 200. I think he's slugging. Where was this? Slugging 229. Yeah, I don't know. I almost like give me Valdez back or something. But I don't know. There wasn't too many besides that. The bullpen again in low leverage doing their job. There wasn't too many positives from this. Marcell Ozuna 2 hits back in Atlanta. He got a standing ovation, DiNardo, which
he
was
did. I saw
someone
someone.
to me.
I say someone. It's probably many tweets. Someone saying like, "Oh, you love him so much. How you want him?"
He want him back. I mean, I get it. He was like, wasn't he like an MVP candidate 2 years ago, 3 years ago?
He was.
Them? So I mean, I get it.
He was good. He was productive in Atlanta.
Did he get a tribute video? That's what I need to know. Did he get the Derek Shelton tribute video?
I don't know. But
yeah,
it was like, honestly, he was the standout today, and it wasn't much of anything. I mean, the Pirates had what in total 4 hits and 3 walks, and it was 3-2 heading into the 9th inning. So, like he said, like it was all in the 3rd inning there. Outside of the 3rd inning, this offense was just completely silent, useless, dead. Yeah. I mean, I guess outside of the 3rd inning, the most exciting part was Endy almost hit a home run. Was that it? He hit a ball to the warning track.
I think besides the 3rd inning when they scored the 3 runs, and besides the 9th, the Braves had a 1-2-3 inning in every other inning. So 7 1-2-3 innings.
There you go.
If what I'm seeing on this scorecard is correct. But like that's what I mean. Like even in the 9th, they got 2 on and like they're in the game. It just didn't feel like they weren't in the game. Like, you know what I mean? Like it just like it had that feeling.
It had the feeling, but ultimately it still is like this offense does have that potential. Like, I mean, overall in the game it felt it, but then when you had 2 on, again, like you had 2 on, and I was like, oh, maybe. I mean, I'm not doubting this offense by any means. And again, this is also a team that does have fight. They don't lay down. Even when they do lose, a lot of times they'll do like they did tonight and come back in some way or another. Yeah, they had 2 on right away. I wasn't going to put it past this offense to not be able to have a chance. Now, ultimately, they didn't. Like you said, I mean, the way the game was going, the way the game was going, you felt like, all right, it's over. There's no chance. But but the history of the 2026 Pittsburgh Pirates is 3 runs. Like they could do it.
Yeah, for sure. I wanted to bring, we saw a couple of comments. Somebody said, Majinski, go back in the rotation. Cody said to skip a Bubba start and put Dotel in because he's earned it. I get that. But the problem here is if you put Dotel in the rotation, you put Majinski back in the rotation, your bullpen sucks. Like that's the problem here. Like we need, like you need those guys in the bullpen. Like there's no fix. Like there's just no fixes right here. Like these guys just have to be better. Bill, that's what I'm saying. Like Bill Murphy, like do something. like until the deadline comes, you're kind of stuck. Like you could bring Antoine Kelly up, but again, like we're hoping he does well, like Dotel did. But yeah, there's no easy answers. There's no fixes here.
That's the thing. I mean, we've been talking about this for some time too. That the margins are so thin, and that's part of it. If your solution is skip a start with Paul Skeens, like you mentioned, or IL for Mitch Keller, or put Bubba in AAA because you have Dotel pitching well, or put Majinski back in the rotation. Which, by the way, that would be a circus. Go into the bullpen one time, then you go back, like all that for one time in the rotate or the bullpen.
The problem is if you put them back in the rotation, like you can't pull them back out again. Like, you know what I mean? Like we're not doing that. We're not doing that whole circus again.
And like, I mean, as Michael says, Keller's last 5 starts, 8.03 ERA, 1.58, awful. Like it is. Bad. He has to get better. The thing is, like, he has to get better because we're talking about the margins. Like, if you do put Carmen Majinski back in to the rotation, or you say like, hey, Dotel, you've been pitching fantastic, let's put you and give you the opportunity in the rotation. You're robbing Peter to pay Paul. It's like, okay, so now it's going to be the back to the bullpen. This team has to, like, the guys that are in the rotation right now have to be productive to allow the guys to stay in the bullpen to try to help them be productive. Because if you're pulling from the weakness already, it only gets weaker. And fine, then you have Dotel pitching 5 good today. That solved that problem where Mitch, only gave up, or I should say Mitch gave up 6. But now, so maybe Dotel goes 5 and gives up 3. That's a acceptable start for Dotel, who's a rookie and also hasn't been that good as a starter in AAA, although he's been good as a reliever. If he went 5 and 3 today, that's fine. Now you're going to trust the bullpen without Dotel, or Majinski or whatever to then go the distance. Like you're probably losing it the same old fashioned way the Pirates have lost it already. This is a new way. It's the starters that are losing the ball games right now.
Yeah. And with Keller, like with Skeens, I think there's a possibility he could be tired. Keller is an 8-year vet. He's thrown 180 innings like 3-4 years in a row. Like, I don't think Keller's tired. He doesn't look tired. I just think I want the Mitch Keller back that struck out 210 in that one inning. Like his strikeouts have decreased every single year. This year he's only striking out 6.7 per 9. Like he's not missing bats really much, and he's not missing it with the fastball, and he's been hittable, a lot more hittable. And I don't know if he doesn't figure this out, like this rotation as a whole, this whole pitching staff is in trouble, because he was going to be your innings eater. And if you, on the flip side, you say, well, it's Mitch Keller, he makes the most money out of this rotation, just trade him. Well, if he's pitching with an 8-something ERA in the last month or so, it's going to be tough to trade him at that salary. So he just needs to be better.
Yep. Yeah, I want to talk a little bit more about Mitch here as well. Before we do, let's go ahead and kick it on over to Cody. And then, we'll finish up. And you know what? We're going to give some stuff away too, Ryan. How's that sound?
I like it.
This episode is brought to you by IQ Bar, our exclusive snack hydration sponsor. IQ Bar protein bars, IQ Mix hydration mixes, and IQ Joe mushroom coffees are the delicious, low-sugar, brain and body fuel you need to win your day. The Ultimate Sampler Pack is a great way for you to try all IQ Bar products and flavors. You get 9 IQ bars, 8 IQ Mix sticks, and 4 IQ Joe sticks. All IQ Bar products are clean label certified and entirely free from gluten, dairy, soy, GMOs, and artificial ingredients. With over 20,000 5-star reviews and counting, more people than ever are fueling their lifestyles with IQ Bar's brain and body boosting bars, hydration mixes, and mushroom coffees. The Ultimate Sampler Pack includes all 3. My personal favorites so far have been the almond butter chip and the iced tea lemonade hydration mix. It's just really full of flavor. I love starting my day with it, and I couldn't imagine starting my day with anything else other than IQ Bar products. Right now, IQ Bar is offering our podcast listeners 20% off all IQ Bar products, including the Ultimate Sampler Pack, plus free shipping. To get your 20% off, text MLB to 64,000. That's MLB 64000. Message and data rates may apply. See terms for details.
But yeah, like you mentioned, I mean, Mitch Keller was getting hit hard tonight. Seven hard hits. I mean, and it was every pitch. And that's maybe something I want to just bring up because I know this is something I think we've talked about a little bit. Doug loves to talk about the cutter, but like this is it's tough. And I just bring it up because this is something that makes Mitch a little bit special in the sense of why like he can be good, but in the same sense, maybe this is also maybe it's detrimental. Like 7 pitches tonight. You know, he threw 7 pitches. That's the thing about Mitch. Like he has, I feel like a new pitch every single year, right? Tonight, he threw the 4-seam, the sinker, the changeup, the slider, the cutter, the sweeper, the curveball.
He threw the kitchen sink.
Yeah, but like he throws them. It's not like he threw like 1 pitch or 2 pitches like just twice, or it showed up. I mean, he throws them relatively. The curveball he threw the least, it was 6 times. You know, the sweeper 7 times. So like again, he throws everything. Is there maybe something where it's just like, if you just have a lot of average pitches, are you a good pitcher? Opposed to maybe just having 4 and maybe 2 are really good. I don't know. I mean, that's something like I also question a little bit here as well.
Well,
like
it's like, yeah, he throws so many pitches. He's got that pitch mix. Like you're trying to find the right pitch. Like I've talked about this with Skeens this year. Like he sort of was like fastball change up for a while there. And he's got like the sweeper and all, all the other pitches. But like, it's like Keller's got so many pitches. Like, how do you even like figure out a right pitch mix to throw that like optimizes it? Because you have so much that you're throwing. And we've talked about that cutter so many times. And it's like, I can't believe he even throws it at all anymore. He only threw it to left-handers tonight, but
his best pitch.
He threw.
That was the only pitch that didn't have a hard hit.
He threw 11 of them tonight. But yeah, for the slider, he threw it 12, changeup 14, sweeper 7, curveball 6, changeup 14, sinker 5. Like if I'm him, I don't know. Like I don't even know. How do you even figure out what to throw next with that many pitches? And you would think that would keep the hitters off balance a little more because he's throwing so much different stuff at them.
Right.
But it hasn't been the case. Like they're hitting them and they're hitting them hard. And I don't know. I don't know if like you said, do you cut a couple of your average pitches out and just can maybe focus on 4 pitches
or just like tonight, this one, I'm not feeling it tonight. Like, is it maybe something where it's like, you know what, these 4 I'm feeling, let's focus on this one. I'm not a pitching guru. No. So I'll say it at that. I'll keep it at that. But, is there maybe just something to that? I don't know.
Well,
he has a lot of pitches.
You hear like veteran pitchers talk about that where they're like, I knew I didn't have my fastball that night or my change, and they change on the fly and they figure out and they adjust for that. But like Keller just throws everything every start.
Right.
So like, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Do you want to give the giveaway hashtag?
Yeah. So this game sucked. We're not giving away any sandwiches, but again, it is our 10-year anniversary. And let's just do something fun. Everyone in the chat, put in hashtag NS9. Let's give away 5 t-shirts. How's that sound? It's our 10-year. Let's give some stuff away. Let's give away 5 t-shirts. So we'll do that here before we end the show. Of course, as always, just go ahead and email us at northshore9@gmail.com. Give us your shirt size, your address. We'll send it to you. But let's do that. Let's give away some t-shirts. So all you guys here that are still watching us or during a Pirates loss on a Friday night, you can be doing anything else. You guys deserve this. You guys earned it. We're going to give you guys a t-shirt. No, Nathan, you can't get one. I don't want any Ryan. I don't want you.
How about me? I was robbed last night. Out of 150 entries, I come up to win sandwiches, and they're like, no.
Right. No t-shirts for NS9 members. But yeah, get those hashtag NS9s in. Let's give away some 5 t-shirts. But yeah, before we go ahead and go do that, I don't think there's much more to this game we want to talk about, is there?
Evan Sis continued to look good.
Okay.
Dennis, the only thing that's good about these games that are kind of like, you're down and you lose is like you can throw some of these guys like Santana, out there to like see like maybe they can get some confidence back. And he had a scoreless inning. We had a strikeout.
7 pitches for Santana.
That's the
dope.
Dope.
It was
Santana.
Dope when it
so
didn't
I don't
matter.
know. He had a couple outings like that where it looked like he was getting some confidence back, struck out a couple, and then he goes back in that last outing and got hit around. So,
Right.
but again, it's tough to gauge this bullpen performance in games like this because they seem to do pretty good when like the game's not on the line anymore. So, but Sisk
right?
overall has been really good.
He has. I was worried there because he gave us some base runners. And I'm like, man, I just talked nice about you because I did. I put out there in the month of May, him and Dotel have combined for just 2 earned runs, and I think the rest of the team is like 56. It's bad. You know, I mean, they had like, again, I'm off of memory. I think them 2 combined is like a .79 ERA. They've been fantastic. Now, again, the argument also too is Sisk has been used in like a lot of low average situations like today, you know, so there's not like a whole lot of pressure on it. And like, I remember the one time that he did come in when he's given that opportunity, because we're talking about Anderson Live, like he deserves some opportunities. And the very next time he came into a game, home run, there's that. So like, yeah, there's been low leverage situations, but again, like he has been pitching very good. And when all the other pitchers are not doing that, you kind of like got to give him his opportunities here. So yeah, him and Dotel have been pitching fantastic of late.
They have. And I like Sisk, he hadn't pitched, I think, in like 5 games. I got to pull the bullpen breakdown up, but yeah, he hadn't pitched in a while. And it's like, maybe pitch him a little more. Stop bringing Ramirez out, your first out of the pen, like they did the other night when Skeens only went 4 2/3. So I don't know. I guess, yeah, I'd like to see Sisk a little more because Lord knows there's not too many good options in this bullpen. Right. Tomorrow, you know, Dotel should be fully available and everything too. So again, Ashcraft's on the mound tomorrow. So I think you have a chance there to kind of rest the bullpen. Because as much as Majinski's outing last night was good for the team, it rested the bullpen, it got them the win. I like the bullpen is so bad. I want to see Majinski more often. So like maybe not as long, but more often, like in a 2-inning stint and something like that. But yeah, it's just tough to find answers right now in this bullpen.
Yeah. Well, Ryan, 10 years. That's wild. You know, I didn't realize it. You're the one who brought it up. I didn't even realize that. None of us really talked about it. This has all come in like the last 3 days.
Well, we talked about it at the end of last year. We were like, we just missed our 10th season because we started in 2016. So technically last season was our 10th season, but
right.
I don't even know what I was looking through old pictures, like NS9 pictures. Or I had my external hard drive out. That's where it started. And I there was an NS9 folder. And I started pulling up like old pictures, like our old graphics that we did on God knows what are we doing on Paint and stuff, like just horrible graphics that we were coming up with.
Thank God Cody's here.
But yeah, before Cody and Canva came around. But I started pulling up these old graphics, and then there was a folder for it said podcast, and I click it, and there was 5 episodes, and the first one said 6/5/16 debut episode. And I was like, you got to be kidding me. So I pulled it up, listened to it, and it was awful. And the first player we talked about was Adam Wainwright, because we were talking about the Cardinals pitching getting older. Now, of course, Wainwright went on to like throw like 6 more years. But yeah, that was our first topic. But yeah, we started the blog in 16, and I believe the plan was to start the podcast at the All-Star break. And we couldn't wait.
It was supposed to be later. Yeah.
Yeah. We couldn't wait. We got to June and we're like, we're doing it now.
It was like, why wait? Yeah. I posted on Instagram, but yeah, for those here, like you asked me, you wanted to start a blog. I joined, but my stipulation was, we're going to have to do a podcast. I was like, all right, well, let's get the blog, like, let's get established and we'll do like the podcast later. And yeah, I was at a point where I was like, why are we waiting? Because we had the equipment also. Like we were just waiting just to wait. So we just, I think it was like a spur of the moment. I was like, let's just do it this week. And apparently that was on this day 10 years ago. So, and then since then, like where we've gone, it's kind of wild.
We talked about, we had the stories today and we were kind of different stories. And I was posting pictures on the Discord and Twitter, but like, what was I going to say? Oh, I remember in like 2019, because we started messing around and doing like Facebook Lives on Friday nights and stuff. And I was like at my mother-in-law's office and it was terrible.
Yeah, Facebook Friday.
and you were like, "Oh, I want to do more video," and I was like, "Oh no!" Like I'm like, dude, like I'm I'm out on that. Like I don't know, and you were obviously right. Like video was the was the way to go, and it kind of took off from that. But obviously, as I said on the stories today, I told you we were going to outlast all the other blogs and sites and stuff, and I said we kind of did, but we outlasted them because of everybody here, because of the followers and everybody that's been listening and watching and in the Discord and coming to tailgates and everything. And it's been real special. So yeah. So thank you for allowing us to outlast all the other like 24 blogs that were around.
For sure. Yeah. So again, like we really do appreciate everyone. It's been a great journey. All the people have been added to NS9 as well. Let's give away some t-shirts though. Again,
Let's do it.
Because everyone's been so awesome. Let's go ahead and give away. If you haven't done already, hashtag NS9 in the comments for your chance to win a t-shirt. As we're allowing everyone to do so, I might have another special
special item. What is DiNardo has pulled
10-year anniversary to you slugs there at North Shore 9. I see you were on there with the original OG Ryan. Like Hannah Mears and Hannah Mears Bone the Cone and Brownie Points, Greg Brown said, keep on doing what you're doing. Peace.
This is why I need to scream Bucko Mike call.
Yes.
He makes me so nervous.
Bucko Mike. Yeah, that was kind of wild. You just throwing that out there without
and I have the visual voicemail. I just as soon as I heard him say hand, I was like, oh no, where are we going with this? That was pretty PG for Bucko Mike, though.
Delete.
All right. Well, Ryan,
thank you, Bucko
let's
Mike.
go ahead and do it. Let's give away some t-shirts.
What's funny is
very
if somebody
first winner coming up here. So once again, email us if you're a winner at northshore9@gmail.com. Give us a t-shirt size and an address, send it to, and we'll get those out to you.
Justice.
But our very first winner, Justice 8473.
What's funny is if somebody just tuned in right now, they're thinking, we didn't win tonight. What are they doing? Why are they doing a giveaway? And they think they're getting sandwiches and they end up getting a shirt.
I know, right? All right. Second winner of the night.
Oh, Nathan almost won.
Amber.
There we go.
There you go. So once again, northshore9@gmail.com. We need your t-shirt size and an address.
How many we giving? You giving 5 away?
Giving 5 away.
Here we go. We're giving. Oh, Michael almost in there. Oh, and it was Michael.
You know what? Michael B.
He earned that.
He's paid for about 38 t-shirts already, so he deserves at least one.
You've earned it, Michael. Congrats.
Hell yeah. You've been awesome.
And thank you.
For as long as Mitch Keller's been terrible, you've been amazing. Rogue 9346.
DiNardo's just one after another. Bang, bang. He's giving them all out tonight.
Is this number 5?
I think this is 5, yeah.
I've been click happy. I'm like, I'm not even counting.
He's just going.
And Levi Palmer 530. There are our 5 winners. You guys get an NS9 t-shirt. Congratulations. Thanks for helping us celebrate our 10th year. This is awesome.
Yeah. It was besides the game, but people were calling us out today, DiNardo, and it's true. The Pirates haven't made the playoffs since we started this whole thing. And
the NS9 curse.
We need to change that. The Pirates need to change that.
They won 98 games, and Ryan was like, let's start a Pirates blog. And I'm like, there's a billion of them. This is terrible.
Yeah.
And it was terrible. And it still is a terrible idea. like Captain Chris said, congratulations, but it's our fault you guys are still here. And that's true. It's all you guys' fault that we exist.
We were so high on that 2016 season. You're like, oh, we're starting this. They're going to be great. We'll be in the playoffs. And yeah, it'll be fantastic. Right? Nope.
And we started and then everything went downhill.
And we went through a fire sale, then a rebuild, then another rebuild.
Right.
Oh man.
I'm not sure if we're out of the rebuild yet, but hopefully we are. It looks it. But yeah, everyone, once again, we love you guys. We appreciate you. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Actually, another thing too.
Where are we at? Yeah, where are we at? We were 30,
far away. We're close to 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. So
if you haven't
we're
yet,
hoping to maybe get to 10K today. We're at 99.70. So
okay, I'm sure everybody in here is already subscribed, but if you're not, go ahead and subscribe.
I'll
Like
say
the
this:
video.
everyone right now probably is, but 40% of the people that watch aren't. So if you're watching this afterwards, just hit the subscribe button and then watch us again. And
we
again,
got an hour and a
who
half
knows?
till
Maybe
midnight.
you'll get a t-shirt someday.
We got an hour and a half till midnight. We can make it happen.
That's right.
There's still a chance, just like the Pirates had in the 9th. There's still a chance.
Right. But anyways, guys, once again, thank you. We appreciate you. Tomorrow, Braxton Ashcraft, like you mentioned, does take the mound. The Pirates, according to FanDuel, they have them at -102.
Basically like a pick 'em. Yeah, they got to get one.
The Braves are -118.
At least get one game. You're on the road. It would be a 500 road trip. You could go into Sunday and be on house money there. But hopefully when tomorrow's the one to win, basically.
Well, with Bubba pitching Sunday, and we already saw what this game was. Yeah, Braxton, do good, buddy.
Somebody asked Jim when he started on NS9. He said, "I started, and that is why COVID happened."
It was too.
My God, Rosati, you have the worst curses. We thought we were bad.
He did. The Rosati curse just cursed the entire world. The entire planet was cursed because Jim joined NS9.
My goodness. And tailgate next Saturday. Looking to see everybody out there.
Tonight's your last night. If you buy the ticket, well, first off, you buy the tickets, $10 in loaded value, right? That you get to spend at the ballpark. You also get to come and throw baseballs, right? Play catch after the game on the field. But tonight's the last night you can actually buy the tickets to the Pirates website and have no fees. So like tonight's the cheapest night to get the tickets. This is it. The sale's over after tonight.
I think they extended it, but
I could be lying.
I don't know till when. But
we've never preached that.
Now.
Again, this is the most, we strive to be average. We've never preached that what we say is truth. At one time or another, tonight was the last night for the sale.
Just get the tickets.
Yeah, there's that. You know what? I want to say something else too. Let's kind of release some other information. How's that sound, Ryan? Because we've had some like news, but I think we're getting closer, and I want some people to know about it. Should we do it? Should we tell them?
I think I know where you're going with this.
I think you do too. Should we tell them that we have an app coming out?
Well, you just did. we have an app coming out.
Yeah. We have an app coming out. And it's awesome. It's perfect. It's amazing. And you guys are going to love it. And we'll give you more details soon. But we have an app coming out. So there's that.
DiNardo spilled the beans here.
I did. Jim's like, no, keep it a secret. We're not keeping it a secret, Jim. We're not keeping it a secret, right? The people like Lisa tell us. They want to hear. They want to know. We got an app coming out.
Just think NS9 will be in your pocket at all time.
And I'm telling you, if you're a Pirates fan, this app is what you need. Regardless of NS9, if you're a Pirates fan, this is the app you need.
Yep. Yeah,
it's our 10th anniversary, Jim. We're not keeping secrets.
We don't know when it's coming, when it's being released exactly, but it's in the works. It's coming.
It's coming.
We're not that far off, I don't think.
It's on the Ben Cherington timeline. It's coming. It might be 6 years, it might be 7 years, but it's coming.
Ethan says he already knew about it. He said he thinks it was in the Discord. So maybe Jim spilled the beans before that.
Jim, keep it a secret.
Yeah. But also a good advertisement for the Discord. Get in there. You learn a lot of stuff behind the scenes in the Discord. That's for sure.
That's right. All right. Let's really get out of here then. Does that sound good, Ryan?
It's good. Good 10 years. Let's do it again, DiNardo. I don't know what we're doing. But no, it was good to be on here. Wish we had a better game to talk about. But thanks everybody for listening and hanging with us on all these games.
Boom. All right, man. Well, let's get out of here. We'll see you guys again tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Peace.
All right, that wraps up this episode of North Shore 9. Thanks so much for tuning in. Whether you're listening on the podcast or catching us on YouTube, if you enjoyed the show, please give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. It really helps us grow. And if you're listening on the podcast, a quick review goes a long way in helping others find the show. Plus, be sure to tell a friend about us. There's always room for more here in the NS9 community. And for those looking to support us a little more, consider joining our Patreon, become an MVP member, and get exclusive perks while helping us continue to bring you more of the Pirates content you love. Thanks again for all your support, and let's go Bucks.